So welcoming to another explorative, clean conversation with Caitlin. I'm just wanting to talk about open space, what it means to you, what it means to me, the pros and the cons. So I know you've got a day of open space planned in September.
Yeah.
And I've got the Clean Coach Camp UK that I'm going to also in September, the beginning of September. And I'm just thinking, what is it about open space? Like, why do you like it?
Right. So for me, it really is about basically access to different things and different people and especially lived experiences. And to be able to get an opportunity to get that experience yourself. So I just love the spread. It's also almost like a smorgasbord of different things on a set topic.
I think that sounds so nice with a slight Dutch accent there.
Thank you. So, but I just love it how you can just pick and mix the different things that you're interested in and then go for an experience or more information about that thing.
Okay. So there's the pick and mix. So I was thinking, so one of the things that you get access to different people, you get a spread of stuff. One of the things that is important to me is that it potentially really reduces waste. As in, it's what do these people want in this moment?
Yeah.
Rather than, oh, like there's 4 things going on right now, but I don't want any of them.
Yeah, and that's also one of the things that I love about it, the way it's set up, the fact that it's an open space and so welcoming, and and the law of 2 feet, you go where you want to be or where you can contribute or can get something, and if you don't get it, then you walk on to the next thing. And I think that totally fits that not having the space or waste. Sorry. Yeah.
So with the law of 2 feet, I mean, I also love it because it sort of trains people to be able to do some of the skills we need in systemic modeling, which is if people don't like what you're saying, they'll walk out. Or not like it, but aren't getting anything. They'll walk out. But also, you are responsible for your experience.
Yeah.
You can't just whinge that you didn't get what you liked in that meeting. You have to do something about it or see whether anyone else wants what you want. Yeah. So there's the responsibility element of it. I do have some slight concerns sometimes, though, which is it a control thing? So it's like, so supposing I'm going to go to an open space and let's say James Lawley's going to be there. And I really want to hear what James's thoughts are about such and such. Like, I want to make sure that no one else is going to ask trivial. Like sometimes I want it at a really deep level, and sometimes in an open space, it feels sometimes a bit diluted, like lots of people can ask lots of things and it irritates me a bit. Do you ever get that?
Yeah, and I think that's the reason also why I'm not that big a fan of big conferences, because similar to big conferences, you need to accommodate basically every skill level and every person that gets to your talk, right? And with an open space, you have a little bit more control, but even then, often somebody might come to the open space that is totally brand new on the topic. So like with Agile Coach Camp, if you know nothing about Agile and you come in, then, you still want to be catering to those people as well as a facilitator. And that makes it that you don't get as deep usually.
So can you, like, is that part of the marketplace? Is that part of the thing that you need to set up in the marketplace is I want a session on, I don't know, on embodied metaphor, and I want to talk with people who've got experience or done, is it about just setting your stall out really clearly?
I think so, yeah. So it's really about when you do that pitch for the session that you're gonna do, you need to kind of balance like how many people might know about the topic enough to go that deep, and at the same time you need to be advocating for your needs. So yeah, I totally think that that's where you need to put that attention, or that those details, those need to be in your pitch during the marketplace.
Is there, because then I think you're back to sort of conferencing. Is it worth somebody who's managing the open space making sure that there are some beginner sessions, or encouraging people to make sure that there's some introductory sessions as well as some, or is that now over controlling the environment?
Yeah, that was one of the big troubles we had with our open space for September, because within the clean community, open spaces aren't really that well known. Whereas in the Agile community, they're plentiful, right? So what we did is we tried to invite a couple of people that we know are well versed in clean, but at the same time we'll be able to give like low level things as well, and like so introductory things. So that was one of the things that we really debated at the beginning when we started organizing. And that's also something that we are still struggling with when it comes to marketing, because do you then market out that you already have sessions, potential sessions in place, or do you really save everything up until the day of and not reach those people?
And see what's
it's a tricky thing.
Yeah. I know that somebody really wanted to come to the Agile coach camp, but they had no experience of Agile. And I was like, okay, I think you need to wait and come to the Northern Taste of Clean, because what you really want is the clean. But I didn't want them hijacking the Agile space.
No.
You know, so I think maybe there is a little bit of decision making that goes ahead of time by the organizers.
Yeah.
So tell me just very quickly, tell me about your dates and times. I'll write that down.
Right. So we have the open space on the 15th. So that's Friday, the 15th of September, in Helvoort, which is in the Netherlands. And it's, so it's an in-person event. And then the next day we actually have a more conference, like the conference type day as well.
Okay, so open space 15th, conference on the 16th.
Yes.
And our Agile coach camp, I think, is the 4th, 5th, 6th of September, and that's in the UK. That's near Liverpool in the UK. So if you look up either Pascal or I, we're probably you can probably trace.
We'll put links in the, as some people to call it, the doobly-doos. I love that one. So in the show notes, how you want to call it. Yeah.
Okay, brilliant. Thanks, Pascal.
Thank you.
Speak soon.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.